Hi, I'm Jeroen from Maison Du Malheur, and you're watching Toasted.
So, I mean, that's another thing I was wondering about. I mean, the Police are only three man band, and they broke up after a couple of years because they couldn't handle each other, couldn't stand each other. You guys are 8 people. I mean, geez, how do you lead this band, man?
Yeah, well, you learn over the years, and there are, of course, well, numerous incidents, but in the end, I think we're in a well, a musical way, we can still find each other, and we just have a lot of fun, and it's going well. What can I say? Yeah.
But you started the band as a one-man band, probably, right?
Well, I started it. I wrote some songs, and I wanted to record them quick, so I just thought of the best musicians I could think of in my town in Amsterdam, and I just decided to ask them. It's like I got a couple of songs. You want to just have a couple of rehearsals and then immediately record in the studio, and then I got a small album, and that's how it all started. But it didn't took long to just get a five-piece band. Then actually everybody was more excited than just to record. They were like, "Shall we just not get this going?" And we took it from there. But yeah, it was me who started it.
So, and then you grew into an 8-piece band. Holy shit, man.
Well, from 5 to 8, it's not such a big step actually. It's just a horn section.
Just the horn section, right. Hey, another song I liked, Your Number Is Up. I checked the intro, it's 3 minutes and 19 seconds.
That's a record for us. That's a record. Yeah, yeah.
It made me think of, I'm going to do some name dropping here. I did an interview with Metallica a long time ago, and I said, geez, man, I tracked your numbers. You never, except for the covers you did, you never wrote a song shorter than 5 minutes. I said, could you ever make a song that's called Radio Fake, where it's like 3 minutes? I said, well, 3 minutes, we wouldn't even we're not even getting started then. Well, probably the same goes for you guys.
Well, we've got a lot of tracks that are actually that last like 6 or 7 minutes. This one actually lasts 7 minutes, and I don't know. I decided the truth is that I had a good look at Django Unchained, the movie from Tarantino, and I really liked it. And I thought about it, and since I've got this big horn section, I thought, why not? Why not try to just be inspired by a Western movie and write something, and then just in fact the trumpet player did all the horn section arrangements on this song, and we decided just to do like a Western intro. At that time, I really thought the new show of Maison was going to start off with this song, so I had it all figured out, and of course that's not really going to happen. That's in real life. There's not such thing as coming up in a show like this. But I actually thought that was going to be the case. So I thought it has to be big. It has to be like a really something to start to kick off the new show. But in the end, it was beautiful and all. And I thought, well, just write a really short song that has all the elements, and then it's also a song, and that's how it came together. And now we got this. Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you do. I love it. Hey, another thing, Reboot. I think that's one of the best songs on there. I mean, listen to it once and it doesn't leave your head.
Thanks. I like Reboot. I actually wanted to call the album Reboot, but maybe that was a little bit too much of a statement. It's all about, well, maybe people recognize this. It's all about, you see so many phones, computers, iPads, I don't know what. People not looking up anymore, but down into their screens. And well, sometimes I get the feeling it wouldn't be so bad just to turn, to just redial and forget all about that stuff. Just take your clothes off and run around like a monkey. That would certainly set me free. So that's what the song is about. And well, yeah.
Great song, pop song. Another thing, song that I loved, Streams of Reservation, reminded me very much of the Stones, and it took me a long time to find out why. First time I listened to it, I was like, hey man, this sounds like the Stones in their proper periods, which I mean is like Let It Bleed, Exile on Main Street, or even Sticky Fingers.
Yeah, well, that doesn't surprise me. Today, for the first time, I read something about that. People pinning it to Stones vibe, and I actually like it because I wrote the song, but it had a totally different rhythm and vibe, and then the guitar player, which is a great fan of the Stones, and I know he knows Exile on Main Street and albums like that by heart. He said, "Well, why don't we put it like this?" And then he changed it to his hand. He put the song to his own hand, and I think that's why now you can maybe, if you want to, hear a little bit of Stones in this song.
It's more like the atmosphere, you know. It's not like it's exactly like them, but the atmosphere is really the atmosphere I got from like a '70s Stones record.
Yeah, I think that's great because I think Thijs, our guitar player, well, amongst a lot of other things, can do that to a song. Yeah.
But also the combination with the horns, you know, I love that. The fact that the guitar and the horns together really made that vibe.
Yeah, yeah, that's just something that we can do because we have a horn section, and you got like a song like that, and then it's like, what about the horns? And then, well, they can figure out whether they want to be like really in front or and in this time they said, well, no, we're going to be in the back and we're going to just support the song, and then they come up with this line, and well, there you have it. Yeah.
Hey, the video for Join the Weeds, love it, great video. There was one thing that stood out for me, is like one of the trumpet players is using a toilet plunger for a cup. Is that true, or is it like a professional thing he has?
Oh yeah, well, that's all true. It is a plunger. I think he's not the first one who actually uses something like that. So it's not a joke. It's not a practical joke. It actually works. It works great. And well, sometimes I have a talk with my trumpet player, and he can tell me lots of stories about what they use, and if they forgot their shit, what they used instead. And they're very creative, these people. So well, I guess it's both true. It is actually a plunger, but well, unless he really fooled me, it's not so uncommon to use it as a trumpet player.
It really stood out. I saw it. I was like, "What the hell is this?"
Yeah. It's toilet plunger.
Hey, what holds in your future for you guys? More. So you're touring until spring in Holland.
Yeah. Well, first off, we're gonna do that. So we're here at this place where we hang out a lot, and we decided that would be a great place to start our tour. So tonight's gonna be our show here. Looking forward to that, and then. During the following months, we're going to tour Holland, and well, of course, as you know, Holland is a very tiny country, but it has like 1 million stages where you can go to as a band. So we will do that, and that's where we're going to start. Yeah, well, hopefully, like I said, next year, when the sun starts to shine again, we'll be flying into Europe.
Hey, your album's out on vinyl as well. Yeah. Where can people get it?
Well, first off, of course, they can get it at our shows. We love to sell our records at our shows, but everybody does. But well, I suppose if you got a good record store in your neighborhood, you can get it there. Of course, in these times, sometimes I even forget it. Well, you can just order it on the internet. So it would never be, wherever you are, it would never be a problem to score our record.
Everybody should. Amazing record. And I think you should be really proud of this, man.
Thanks. It's starting to grow on me.
Yeah, you found it hard to really like the music?
Not really, but I think, well, if you bring out an album, if you it's in your heart, of course. There are your songs, but I always like to think about the next thing, maybe too fast. So I should just stop and wait for a second to just realize that we made a great album. Yeah.
Thanks a lot, man.
Thank you.